And we're live, baby. Yo, this is the swagnificent one with my guest, Miss Ruth Lucas. Introduce
Thank you for
yourself.
having me.
Well, you're welcome, love. And I just want to do an intro yet. Sorry about that. This is the In Your Face show. And I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I'm a little nervous, but I feel good. But I almost forgot that I had another show. This has been a long ride. I had a four show skid. I have a four
Hmm,
show skid. So on the next Sunday, well, Sunday is another person. So it's a four show skid. This is a this is I've been doing in between shows. I did one Friday. I did one. Matter of fact, I did one Saturday. I did
been
one
busy.
Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, it's a very busy one. But
That's good. You get to meet
Miss,
more people, keep busy, have fun.
yeah. It's working. Let's just work it out. You know what I mean? uh, but well, Miss Ruth Lucas,
Yeah.
introduce yourself to the millions of people, whoever's watching.
Well, my name is Ruth Lucas, and I'm a pinup artist. I also help create covers for comics.
Awesome, awesome.
Mhm.
Was there any latest comics out that you have participated on?
The ones that are the most current, they're not finished being digitally colored yet. So I do the penciling and the inking, and then another person does the digital coloring. There's Born of Blood that's coming out from American Magazine. There's Primal, Arena number 2 that's coming out. Right now, there's a Kickstarter for Mr. George Weber called Blast Off Girls. Now, that one does have my art in it, as well as a whole bunch of other great artists. It's a whole bunch of Space Girl pinups. So it's fun. A
Right,
whole bunch of different
right.
perspectives of it. Um, so there's a few things going on right now. Sometimes I just can't share yet. I wish I could.
It's okay. It's okay. It's it's not an excuse. It's a what is it called? Damn it! It keeps everybody at expense. you
And just
know.
patient.
Yeah. Be patient. so so how far how many years have you been drawing?
I've been drawing since I was a child. I haven't been drawing people since I was a child. When I was little, I would draw like video games I was playing or animals because my mom loved animals. So that I've
Mm-hmm.
been drawing the most. It wasn't until I got into college that I started drawing people. But yeah,
Oh,
ever since I
okay.
could pick up a crayon.
well, that's I remember when I first started out drawing, man, I remember when I first started inking, I was terrible when I first started.
All of us are.
you know, but um a lot of the stuff that I was doing, well, it's not about me, it's about you. You know.
Two-way street going on here.
hey, we working it out, But hey, all in the family, all in the family. But the way I would say would, how far and how fast do you think you are when it comes to drawing and art?
One thing I like about art is that you can always improve. Like I never feel like I've hit like, oh, there's the max. Like I always feel like there's more. When it comes
Right.
to comic covers, I've just only started doing stuff like that. My normal like color pencil pinups, my normal style, that I've been doing for a while. When it comes to how fast I am, I'm slow. My process is really slow because I do a lot of really really light layers. I do it differently. Like most people who do color pencil, they they're really hard with it. They really really push in that pencil on the paper, whereas I'm like I do it kind of powdery in a way. It's kind of I don't know how to explain that. So if someone
It's
watches me do
okay.
it, it's kind of like watching paint dry.
That's
They're
all
like,
right.
can we get to the good part?
Yeah. Well, 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 I tell you what, it's a process, and an
Yeah,
artist, we're we're perfectionists. You know what I mean? And you want to put your best art out there,
it's true.
and that's what us as artists, we take our time with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And not a lot of people understand that. Patience is the key when it comes to art, because
yeah,
sometimes art can be rushed and sometimes it can come out crappy and
yeah.
looking weird. I'm an artist, so I understand. I understand so much. And
It took
a
me so
lot of the
many years to
yes,
learn that.
yes, I
Mhm.
feel you. It takes time to understand
Patience.
which is yes, a lot of patience, a lot of patience, a lot of time, because when you're putting that time into it, it becomes very, 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 very time consuming.
Yeah.
And being an artist, I understand. I see a lot of fast artists, but some fast artists it could come out crappy if you're going too fast.
Mhm.
But being an artist, I'm a character designer. I design all characters and stuff like that.
Nice.
But also, so yeah, so I exactly I understand. What are your okay? What are your facets of the artist? What do you think you're the best at? People, doing hands, doing faces, doing feet, bodies. What do you think you're great at?
For just people or just anything I draw?
Just anything that you draw. What do you think you're the best at?
Well, animals I've drawn since I was a child. So those I can almost do blindfolded. Like it's that easy for me. It's almost like a second nature thing.
Hmm.
But I'll anything someone wants me to draw, I'm like, let's do it. Let's go. But I mean, I'm known for my pinup is what I'm known for now. That's what I do. That's what I focus on. I might put an animal in here and there, but I guess that so the female pinup. I should be more specific. Female pinups. I could draw guys, but I like drawing females more. I don't know why that is, but it is. So I would say that would probably be my best asset, drawing female pinups.
I like that. I like that. You're honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people can answer that question.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
get it, but I don't get it, but 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 a
You
lot
gotta
of
know where your
what
strengths are so that you can know where your opportunities are.
exactly, exactly. Know your strengths and weaknesses, people. Know
Yes.
it. Know it. But
I'll tell you where a weakness of mine is. If someone said, "Hey Ruth, why don't you draw a beautiful landscape, like mountains and trees?" And I'd be like, "It's not gonna look very good, but I'll do it."
yeah,
Or
yeah.
if you want to look good, you're going to give me a lot of time.
Yeah, a
That is
lot of
not a strength.
time. Yes, it's like just like it's like subsequential work. I don't do it. I'm not that good at it. I'm not good at it.
Gotcha.
Um, that's why I said I understand how you feel. That's a very top of the line thing that you. I mean, because it's like this putting a business together too. You
Yeah.
wanna you wanna build your business with smart people that's better than you, and smarter than
Yes.
you, because they may know something that you may know, and Building
Yep.
a company and building your art, they may give you some pointers that can help elevate your art, and take it to the
Yep.
next level. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of people understand that from a business standpoint.
That's true.
And yeah, it's all about technique, and it's all about trusting your teammates, trusting those who was who was on your team. You know what I'm saying? Because they may know something that you don't know. Because you
Yep.
can't build a company by yourself. It's going to
No.
be something you can't do that you don't know how to do. You know what I mean?
Yep. Reach out for that
So
lifeline.
yes, yes, yes. So like, how many? I should say, have you been to Comic Con lately?
Not lately, especially with pandemic hitting. So no. I used to do some conventions. Like one of the last ones I did was WonderCon. It's the last
Uh
one of the
huh.
last ones I was at with my art and such. But yeah, once
Awesome.
COVID hit, I was like, now next year I plan on going to conventions again. That's what I plan on doing. So what I'm doing is this year because I didn't know what was going to happen with everything with the pandemic and stuff. So I just figured I would take this year to just have a really good game plan so that I'm really, really prepared for next year and get in as many as I can.
Hey, it's all about winning. Do what you feel you need to do, because
Hmm.
no matter what happens, you can be great at anything if you try. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's why I say it's all about just going for what you know. You know what I'm saying? And just
Hmm.
putting your best foot forward. Um, to be honest, I say fuck COVID. Sorry about that. Fuck COVID. Fuck COVID. Sorry about that. Fuck COVID. Fuck it.
Don't
You
hold
know.
back.
Yes. Nah, I didn't want to show the middle finger. Oh, fuck COVID, because to be honest with you, it shouldn't stop anybody from doing anything. You want to know why? It's because like this. So you're going to stop feeding yourself and feeding your family because a virus is out there. Yes, you may catch it, but you're going to live, and not everybody dies,
Yeah, I
whatever. I ain't going
understand.
to get on that bullshit. But fuck it. Still live your life. Still go out there and go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Still
Hmm.
eat. Hungry. Stay, keep that hunger. Don't let nothing stop you from winning, from eating. You know what I mean? That
Hmm.
hunger, that will to win. Because no matter what, if you allow something like that to stop you, then what if something so minor comes and that stop you too?
Hmm.
You know, it something big can stop you, but if something little stops you, yeah, that's you know. But I, I just think that a lot of it, a lot of the COVID things, it just didn't stop me from getting where I wanted to be,
Hmm.
because I never let it. Because when you allow something to get in your way of eating and winning and just getting your stuff out, it's because there was a lot of ways to get your stuff out. Like
Conventions aren't the only
conventions
way
on
to get your art out there. Believe me, I never
exactly,
stopped. It's just
exactly,
one little thing. It's not a big deal.
exactly,
I do miss I'm
exactly.
looking forward to the conventions again though. I love the energy and meeting all the people, so I'm looking forward to that next year.
Right. So that's why I
Hmm.
said, yeah, that's why I was saying that, a lot of people allowed it to stop them.
Gotcha.
The pandemic out there. So, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, okay. It ain't in my house, so why stop it? Well, does it stop you from
Hmm.
drawing? People are so scared of it. Look, don't let that shit scare you. Get down and keep fighting, keep rolling, man. Well, just wear mask up, goddamn it, shit. You know what I mean? Mask up, whatever. I don't give a fuck. do what you do. You know what I mean? But anyway, what is your who are your five favorite characters in the comic book industry?
Oh, okay. Let me think here. Five favorites. Lady Death would be up there.
Hmm.
Dawn would be up there. Rogue would definitely be up there. Think here. Wonder Woman and Dark Phoenix. Those would be my five if I think off the top of my head right now.
Some of those seem like a little. I'm sensing a lot of heroes in there.
Dark
So
Phoenix isn't necessarily a hero. Wonder Woman,
that's
when I was a little girl, I grew up watching her and pretending to be her. So that holds a dear place in my heart. Um, Rogue, I I love the idea of the conflict. Like I always thought she was very powerful, but yet very not powerful at the same time. Because that human
I feel you.
connection, so that emotional element grabbed a hold of me. Dark Phoenix, same thing. It's that connect, that trying to hold back who you are, but then not be too much of. It's that conflict again that always got me with that one. Lady Death, I just always love. I would love to draw her. she is, she's just
Well,
fun, and she's that's another
well,
conflict thing where she went from one thing to another. Um,
okay, okay,
and I,
okay.
I I've totally spaced out what the fifth one was I mentioned. Oh, Dawn.
Dawn.
Dawn, Joseph Michael Linzer's Dawn. Those comics to this day, I love them so much. There's such a theatricalness to them, and I love how she's drawn. I love the storyline. It just it's deep. So, but that's why I chose those. That's why they came to my
Hey, you
mind.
like it? Thing is, hey.
How about you? What five characters would you choose?
It's not about me. Well, I name a couple. I name a couple. A couple of 'em. Wolverine.
It's a
I
good
love
one.
Wolverine. That's my favorite.
He's fun.
Spawn, Venom,
Oh yes, Spawn.
Punisher, Blade. You know, Dodson.
Okay.
Um, Jarhead, of course. Jarhead is at the top. Jarhead is at the top.
Yes.
Jarhead is at the top. Yeah, yeah. Jarhead is my favorite character. Get that shit because it's coming out soon. Don't worry about that because Jarhead coming out soon. Don't worry about that. Sorry about that. Jarhead is my character I drew. Don't worry about that. Jarhead is my damn shit. Fuck it. Jarhead is the best. Anyway, nah, but anyway, I'm goofy, so don't mind me. Anyway, the way I would say the whole X Men, you know, um, Deadpool, and mention him, right?
You didn't mention him, but I love Deadpool. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Deadpool.
I can't stand Spider Man. I ain't gonna name him. Too puny, too puny. I can't stand him. Anyway, I've seen him too many times in my life. I can't stand him. Sorry, get out of here. Um, I love what do you call that? What's his name? Sabretooth. I love
Oh,
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth's fun. That
Yes, yes,
energy. That
yes.
energy and passion. I love it.
Wolverine got that passion, got that
He does too. And he went through so
yeah.
much. I like characters with levels where they have
Yes.
lots of different aspects, to go to get where they are.
Right,
So
right, right.
that storytelling really grabs
Mhm.
you.
Mhm. Um what's the other character? Of course, everybody loves the Hawk, but I just think that I don't know. I just think that the Hawk is one do a
I'm
temper
interested to see the
tantrum.
She-Hulk series when it comes out.
I
I don't know
like
when
it.
it comes out though.
I actually like She-Hulk. My
I
to
too.
be honest with you, I actually like She-Hulk more than Hawk. I don't know why, but She-Hulk is sexy to me. Um,
Now
very
you don't
very
find
sexy.
Hulk sexy.
No,
I'm
mm-mm.
surprised.
No, no, no. But not to be honest too. I actually love what's his name? Demented Deuce is my another character that I created. Demented Deuce, he's a villain, but and I love Magneto. Magneto is my one of my top favorite.
Magneto is so good.
Oh my god,
Another
and
again layers that
awesome,
conflict of
awesome,
want to be good but then torn and pushed in the other direction, and I love that kind of duality. I don't know why. I'm just always drawn to that. I don't know why.
awesome, so awesome, and also my last and final favorite. His name is Thanos, the gangster. Thanos is my guy. I love Thanos. I love Thanos. Thanos is unbeatable to me. Um, the gauntlet. He's just the best. Hey,
Powerful.
so okay, what are your favorite villains? Come on, favorite villain.
I mean, Harley Quinn has got to be up there for me. I adore her.
Every
Um,
every 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 female love Harley Quinn.
I mean, I
Everybody
know.
love
How
Harley.
can you not? Oh,
Yeah,
villain. Let me think. That's gonna take me a moment. Oh, let's see. I don't know. Well, she's kind of a villain. See, some of the ones that are villains, sometimes they are, but sometimes they kind of go good. Like, I love. I know you're not gonna Spider-Man, but I love Black Cat. I like her
Black Cat is
character.
cool. Black Cat's cool.
She's
Black Cat's cool.
fun. So she's.
I just don't like Spider Man. I just don't like him. But
Oh, let me think. Other villains. When I think of
um,
X Men, I think of Sinister. Sinister's fun. I'd like to see Sinister actually portrayed on screen, but who
would you say
knows?
Death? Would you say Deathstroke?
I did not, but that's a good one too. I said Sinister from X Men,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
and
Hmm.
then let me think here. I love Venom and Carnage. They're just
I
fun,
love Venom Incarnate. Oh my
so
god,
fun.
I could watch they. I could look at their comics all day, every day. Venom Incarnate's the best.
Oh, let me
Fuck it,
think.
don't give a fuck. Yeah,
I enjoy Scarecrow from the Batman.
Batman.
Yeah,
It's
I
cool. It's
really
cool.
really do like him. Um, trying to think. There's so many good ones out there, and they're just not coming to my mind. That's interesting. The heroes have to
um,
fight somebody.
yeah, yeah. Somebody, what
Wow, that's
about what
interesting.
about what about Morbius?
I haven't gotten to see the new thing for that yet, but yes, in the comics, I did like the comics. I did. So,
Uh, I mean Magneto. Magneto's a
well, we
villain.
already
You
mentioned
know.
Magneto, though. I was trying to think of
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
different. Yeah,
yeah.
we
We
already
did, we
mentioned
did. I'm
it.
sorry.
I didn't want to re-mention him.
how about Darkseid?
Oh yeah, Darkseid's a good one. Darkseid's a good one. Oh, let me think.
Um, Deacon
Mm,
Frost.
say again.
Deacon Frost.
Oh yeah, yeah. Frost is a good one.
Deacon Frost on Blade. That's Blade. Come
Yep.
on. Oh man. I mean, because see, this is the greatest part of the show because it if everybody is in really into comics, they will know what we're talking about. And I wish people would chime in and have fun. I mean, jeez, have a little fun, why don't you? Anyway, as I was saying, Um, what? Mm, if you was, not if I ain't gonna answer that. Where do you see your art and your comics in 5 years?
5 years. Oh wow, a lot can happen in 5 years. Well, when it comes
Yes, it can.
to my normal pinup style, so that kind, I want to get into more art shows and galleries because I do like doing that. But what I haven't done a lot of is international. Like the furthest my art has traveled is like Canada. I want to go further. So that would be a goal of mine, like within five. And then when it comes to comic covers, I'm hoping that each year whatever many covers I make, my goal would be to just keep like multiplying, like doubling it, like just each year adding another. That would be fantastic. Um, if I count, like for example, if I count variants this year, I already know for sure I'll have seven, and this year hasn't even finished. It's not even we're barely through. So, and I'm just new to it. I haven't done a lot of them, so there's a lot to look forward to. I'm the low
That
person on
is
the
a lot.
totem
There is a
pole.
lot. Well,
I'd like to get into
I
more
mean,
companies too, do more, spread out more to different ones. I mentioned, how you were asking about characters, and Lady Death was one of the ones I mentioned. I would
okay.
love to draw her and other characters for Coffin Comics one day. Hopefully, I'll get to. I don't know. It's up to them.
I love this old character called Bob Wire. Barb Wire.
I don't know that one.
I don't know if you know her.
I
Barb
don't.
Wire. She had actually had a movie out with Pamela Anderson.
Oh, oh wait. I think okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's been a while. Oh, that takes me
Mm-hmm.
back.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, like they had I know another villain. Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Yep,
he's a
yep.
he's a villain from Luke Cage from the movie from the comic Luke Cage. Yeah, Cottonmouth, yeah. Um so we forgot to mention Joker. The Joker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And the penguin and half face, you know,
I love Poison Ivy. Speaking of characters, I
Poison
really adore her.
Ivy, the Riddler.
Yes, the Riddler.
Come
Did you
on,
get to
where
see the
Lou where
most
Miss
recent Batman movie?
I saw a little bit of it. Uh,
Really?
I, 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 I don't.
Catwoman's another great character, of course. Everyone loves Catwoman, or at least
The
the
guy
majority of
that they
people
got,
do.
the guy that they got to play Batman, mm, too small. You know, uh, he was just too um vampires to me. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
I like the original Batman with Michael Keaton, and
Love
I
Michael
like
Keaton's
the new
Batman.
Batman. Yeah,
Michael
look,
Keaton did
that's
such a
the
great job to this
that's the
day.
original Batman ever. That's the best Batman ever. Um, oh man, what's his name? What's his name?
I
Other
thought
dude, other
Christian
dude.
Bale did a really good job when they brought it back
I
not
think he
too
did a
long
good job
back.
too. Christian Bale did good,
Yeah, I
but
thought he
the
did pretty
one that
good.
really did a good job was Ben Affleck.
He did, depending upon which comic series you went with. So yeah, because they did
Yeah.
different versions. That's one thing I like about
hmm
DC is they like to play around with that. But yeah, no,
The
he did
only.
a really good job too. I would like to see him
hmm
again. Mm.
See. This is the thing. I just I don't like when you I just don't like when a lot of the stuff that we see today with the comics and stuff like that, where it
Hmm.
goes into the movies, they water it down, you know what I mean? And they don't give it any great, they don't go off the comics, they go off on their imagination or what they want to put in, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
I know what you're talking.
They don't go
Yeah,
off of the
DC did that
comics,
so
you
many
know?
times.
Yes, and I'm like, that's
It's
not in
like
the
you have,
movie, you know?
obviously, you have
What
gold
about,
right there. People love your comics. Do that.
yeah, like, what about they didn't even give Superman his signature curl. God damn it! They didn't give him a signature curl. That's not Superman. That's a impersonator. That ain't Superman. That ain't no goddamn Superman. That's some bullshit. Sorry about that. That is not no Superman. That is bullshit. And they know it. They know it. They ain't give him his curl. They ain't give him his curl, man. Come on. Give Batman his curl. Let him look. He wasn't flying out no phone booth. The motherfucker was flying. I don't know. It just they gave him I don't know. They gave him a leather suit. They gave what about the t-shirt and drawers he was wearing? What about that? Can we at least? I mean, I like detail. I'm a type of person that looks at everything, the detail at the jot detail. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? What about like and Superman was built like a monster. The way they got these guys who played Superman, these guys wasn't big. Like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Calvin was
it
pretty built.
exactly, exactly. He was a big guy. He
Mhm.
was a big guy, and they didn't like go off of his build. You know, they only go off of if the character can play him. That's good. No, you want all your money's worth. You know, not just a little bit of it. You want all your money's worth. You want to know if the guys look like them, act like them, built like them, everything. You know, do that same thing like them. You know, like for example, okay, Iron Man. Okay, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. To be
Mhm.
honest, if you look in the comics, the Iron Man wasn't what's his name? Johnny Stark. Yeah,
Pardon?
Tony Stark's. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about everybody. Tony Stark's was more serious, and people hated him. You know what I mean? People hated the person that he was. You get what I'm saying? And he was a
Mhm.
drunk, you know, and he was more serious. Robert Downey Jr. was goofy, you know, and he wasn't really. I don't know. If they went off of the comic books, you would see what I'm talking about. Like,
I gotcha.
you know what I mean? If they really actually did research and really went off of the comics, you would make even more money because a lot of the true comic creators and writers and all of the people who actually does this type of work would appreciate it more. You get what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
I barely even watch any of this shit, so I don't even, and I know about all this shit. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, fuck all that.
Mhm.
So I would love to see, you do work on Lady Death. I would love to see it. You know,
I would love to do that.
I would like to invite you to my what you call that? What you call that? I would love to see you on my drawing contest.
Drawing
My art
contest.
contest. It's an art contest. It's actually going to
Okay.
be. It's an art contest that's going to be streamed all over the internet, and it's
Okay.
also going to be called. It's going to be built like the NFL, the playoffs in the NFL. The
Okay.
wild card where millions and millions of artists can join, right?
Okay.
But it goes up. The divisional round is like 4 or 5 people, like the best 15 people, right?
Okay.
And then you get to the NFC championship where the best 2 people, the
Makes
best four
sense.
people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go up to the Super Bowl, and then the best 2 people, the best 2 artists. You never know who's gonna win. You know what I mean?
It sounds like
You never know
fun.
who's gonna win.
Give me the info.
And also the winners, we will be giving away PlayStation 5s, Xboxes, money, maybe even vacations. You never know. Um,
It
but
sounds
we
fun.
will be. It's going to be fun, and I'm trying to get everybody, all the artists in this art tournament will be blasted all over the internet. So a lot of us good streamers are going to be streaming the tournament.
Nice.
So we also
Yeah,
will
keep me
be
updated.
yeah, we also will be well, some of us will be the judges on what, I mean,
Yeah.
it will be a first place winner, second place winner, third place winner. So it's going to benefit everybody. It's not going to just benefit us. It's going to be benefit everybody. Also, I gonna want to ask you some more questions, love. You know.
Sounds good.
Okay, so what are the future projects that you really want to work on?
Hmm. Well, one project that I'm working on that's pretty big, it's a 12-piece series, is an
Uh-huh.
actual commission. It's all
Uh-huh.
goddesses. So it
Uh-huh.
goes a little bit more, it's not like my normal just here's a pinup. It goes beyond that. So I've been doing a lot more researching on different goddesses, Roman, Greek, stuff like that, and compiling that. And then with that, I'm also playing more with like airbrush techniques for background effects, but still keeping
Mm-hmm.
my color pencil.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so I've been looking forward to playing around with that more because it's just a little bit more in depth than
Okay.
some of the things I do. Uh, so yeah. And then this year I've been really trying to stay on top of doing something different for each holiday, not keeping it like in your face holiday kind of pinup, but just something that kind of does a nod to it, but still does my kind of flair. So I've been enjoying that too. But that would probably be my top for now. I know something else will pop in my mind. There's always some new idea that comes up. But those are what I'm looking
So
forward to right now the most, I'd say.
so are you a character generator or like like the rabbit, just keep going and going and going? That's how your mind is, or is it just like it comes out sporadically and you're just like, huh, damn, man. Oh, yeah. What's your thought? What is your brain thought process when it comes to creating?
A lot of times, like I have on my phone, I have like a note app so that
Mm-hmm.
anytime an idea comes to me, no matter where I am, because they will just come to me like a bolt of lightning. And I'll be like, oh, I don't want to forget that. And so I've got like a list of all the ideas so that if I ever, because just like all artists, I do get artist block every now and then where my brain just doesn't want to come up with something. And when that happens,
Mm-hmm.
I look at my list and I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. That's such a great idea. Let me do that. But that's usually how they come to me. Sometimes it's not like that. Like for example, if I'm supposed to do a specific license character, then that might take me a little bit longer because there isn't like some like backlog of ideas to look at. It's well, this is the character. Let's think more about the story, and then I just kind of really let my mind really think about that character over and over and over again until eventually it clicks. But usually most of my ideas that are more me, they just come to me like a bolt of lightning. It's really weird.
Okay. 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 So, okay, all righty. I like that. I like that. I like that idea. I like that idea. Keep it up. Keep it up.
There's this
So,
I have an example of that. This is something from when I was a kid. I remember I said I used to do a lot of animals. And I also painted and
okay,
stuff like that too. It wasn't always just color pencil. I've done every medium you can. And this one day I decided I wanted to draw a killer whale, an orca. And I thought, okay. And I was just, painting one jumping out of the water. And then my mind thought, well, why is it jumping out of the water? Like, what could make it more interesting than just here's a painting of. And so I made this orca Olympic thing. This is when I was a kid. And so it was jumping out of the water. And then you had like three other orcas where their faces were coming out of the water with like little scorecards. But that's kind of how my mind works. It just kind of wants to keep playing around. Um, but anyway, that's an
hmm
example of something. An example that's more recent, a pinup I did. There's one called Cautionary Tale. I wanted to do something that was like kind of like a demon, sexy demon kind of scenario. And then I always thought, everyone always says, you always hear caution or don't do that or something like that in horror movies and stuff like that. And then I started
hmm
thinking, what if she had like caution tape? and and so I did that. I made an outfit that was kind of like a bondage kind of outfit, but instead of it being like the black, it was all bondage tape. And then instead of being a normal pentagram, it was all, caution tape. And that was all that too. So it was a cautionary tale to not summon, but then there she was type of. So that's kind of how my mind works. It comes up with weird ideas. And then I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I get all excited like a kid at Christmas. That's one of my
that's what is.
favorites. I love that one.
That's because you're doing what you're meant to do. And
Yes.
that's because you're doing what you love to do. And that
Yes,
is
I
why
do.
a lot of those characters come out in your mind
Mhm.
because you're doing something that for your mind to generate, what your mind likes to generate. We
Yeah.
all was made differently, you know what I mean? And not a lot of people understand that. People who don't draw and people who don't write and people who are not creative will never understand that. They have a mind to question, what creator art is and
Mhm.
does. But a person who draws just as much as you, create just like you do, write just like you do, they will understand it because they have the same mind, two minds of a kind.
Mhm.
So I get full example, full exactly what you're talking about. So, like, do you have any art you want to show?
Not right now. Everything I have that's done is posted, and anything I don't have up is in progress. It's stuff I can't show, like either for a comic cover or commission,
It's
stuff
not a
like
problem.
that. I don't have anything I can show right now. I'm
It's all right.
sorry.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Um, because okay, so what out of all other than art, other than being an artist, what do you like to write?
Oh no, I wish I was a good writer, but no, I'm horrible at writing.
Well, you know, I mean, it's always good to be very versatile
Agree.
because you never know. Hey, money to make in that too. Yeah, I mean, and I've always been a person to that have done that. That I put down my pencil to do more writing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because reason why is because I want to start getting into stuff that is still in my head. You know what I mean? I want to be able to write it instead of getting somebody else to write it. I want to
Okay.
be able to write it, and write it down and everything. But I know somebody that will go off of my brain, go off on what I want in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Whatever you see in your head, you want to write it on paper, put it down on paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and that's what. I as a person do or love to do to see people do, you know. Not a lot of people can do that, you know. Like what okay, what makes you happy? What makes you smile?
There's a lot of things in life that make me smile. um,
Like
the
in
first
an
thing that
art
comes to
standpoint, like
mind, I'm sorry, say again, from a what
no,
standpoint?
go. Just no, don't worry me. Don't worry me.
um, there's two things that come to mind. They're complete polar opposites of each other.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of horror movies. I love them. I love them so much that I could watch them every day. In fact, before this interview, I watched like the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I just hadn't watched it just to see it. I watch so many horror movies, and that makes me happy. And then on the other side of things that makes me happy is I love cartoons. So I love like for modern cartoons, I like Rick and Morty. Um, some people will probably look at me and go, "What?" when I say the next one, but I love SpongeBob because he's always so optimistic. He has no clue on some things, but he's got such a good heart. But stuff like
Well,
that, I'm like a polar opposite. I'm like one minute, that, and the next minute that. So those are things that make me happy when I think of it right away. Um,
some of the stuff that we as people look at and see, you know, when we some of the things we look at, we're looking at things of ourselves. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's a mirror of us, you know, and what's coming out in our minds, you know. The fact that horror movies makes you happy, look, that's where you get your creativity from. That's where you get your creativity from. You know, the darkness of life. Always remember, there's light and there's always light in darkness. You know, there's light. There's always light. Darkness don't come from light. Light, shit. Light don't come from darkness. Light don't come from God. Light doesn't come from darkness, but darkness comes from light. Always remember that. But can't have them. Can't have them. Not the. Can't have both and not the. You can't have one and not the other. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
true.
I know I'm stuttering, but yeah, I'm
I
talking too fast. Sorry.
know.
No, it's just I'm goofy and I'm happy and I'm very dumpy. You know what I mean? So you know, but anyway, like man, I have a lot of questions. I'm trying to get them out as fast as I can. So, what are your achievements in the industry? What have you achieved?
Well, when it comes to my normal like colored pencil type of
Uh-huh.
pinups, I've in certain galleries and shows I've gotten like awards,
Okay.
and been shown in different, I've done conventions. I mentioned WonderCon was one of them. A long time ago, I used to love going to GlamourCon. That was like, when that was going on, it was more related to pinup. So it was Playboy models, stuff like that, pinup artists, pinup photographers. That was a lot there. Um, and let's see here. And then when it comes to comics, I haven't gotten to do a lot yet. So I've gotten, a couple under my belt that I've done. Um, One of the first ones I got to do were by Wendy. She had she still has her, I should say, Naughty Fairy Stripper Assassins comic. It's really fun. So she helped me,
Awesome.
give me an opportunity to do that. And then I mentioned I got some coming out this year for some of the other places. So I got those. Um, so I've worked a lot at my craft, but I still have so many other things that I need to accomplish. So I don't have like this huge, I wish I could say, oh yeah, let me spend all this time with this huge list. But just different
Hmm.
various awards and stuff ever since I was a kid, for different galleries and shows, and getting my feet wet, so to speak, in the comic industry, and hopefully that goes well. I love creating for creators. So if any creator is seeing this, I love drawing comic covers. It's like I love that. So I would love to do more.
Well, there you go. She loves it. Everybody, she loves it. So give her a fucking job. You know what I mean? Yeah, can't take it back. You know what I mean? Give her a job. Bless her with a job, yo. No, I'm nah, I'm just so jittery. I love making you laugh. You know, I love making people laugh. And this show is where people can have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a show where people can
Exactly.
let down their hair and just let go. You know, let go and just have fun and goof off and let your hair down and be yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what this show is
Exactly.
about. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go on these other shows that are boring and they just ask you question after question, you know. Don't joke around with you, you know what I mean? You don't want that. Look, I may got a crappy camera, but I know how to make people laugh and I know how to make people smile, and that's all that goddamn matters, goddamn. Fuck
There
that.
you go. We
Nah,
all need
man,
more
but
smiles and laughter in this world. Always.
yeah, yeah, hell yeah, you know, because as long as people are smiling, and people don't understand this, in business is a lot of miserable people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot less happiness in their lives, you know, because you got so much paperwork, so much business going on, and you know what I'm saying. And some people don't like doing it, but if you're in a joyous environment, if you're in a place where you can have fun, where it makes you happy, where you love going to that place, you know, and that this is a place where I love coming to because it gets me away from stuff that I go through, you know.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
like for people, I tell people get booked on the show. Have fun. Come have some fun. Hey, you never know who's gonna watch the show. You
That's
may
true.
even get one person that watch the show. You may even get two people to watch the show. You never know who's gonna watch the show. You never know who's gonna see the show. It's all
That's right.
about people in their hearts. It's all about having fun. And if you're not having fun and you're not goofing off and you're not being yourself, and stay off the show. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be, you know, yeah, it's just being honest, you know?
Yep.
If you can't just come on the show and just have fun and goof off and be yourself,
Yeah.
and you know, being yourself is going to get you a long way. You know what I mean?
I
And
agree
that's what
with
I want for
that.
people. You know,
I
that's what I
agree.
want for the show. I want people to remember the show as it being a place where you could just come to and you could just let your hair down. You know, let just relax. You know, and that's what it's all about. And I keep on saying it because on every episode because I want it in people's minds that you can come on the show, you can be yourselves, and you can just say how you feel because you see how on a lot of shows you can't say what the fuck you want to say. You can't be you can't do what you want to do. But on here, you can do what the fuck you want to do, when you want to do it, how the fuck you want to do it, and you can say what the fuck you want to say. Ain't nobody going, you ain't gonna get no consequences because ain't nobody gonna do shit to you. They gotta answer to me. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Say what the fuck you want to say. Let your hair down. Shit. If you got a wig on, let it take it off. Goddamn it. but, but what I'm saying is that have fun, and that's what I want to. That's what I want people to do. Is if you're gonna come on here, have some fun, be yourself, and that's all that matters to me. You know, is that seeing you smile. You've been smiling ever since we've been on this damn thing. You know,
I'm having
you've been
fun.
cheat. Exactly, exactly. You're cheating, you know, and that's good, you know, and that's good that you are. You're animated, you know, and that's all that matters. And people don't understand. Like they need to just stop being so stuck up and just be yourself. Be cool. Be cordial. Just
Mhm.
smoke some weed. You know what I mean? Drink a drink. And just have fun. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna get you. It ain't gonna get you nowhere being stuck up and being when it's a difference between your professional. Being over professional, it takes the fun out of everything. But
Yeah,
being neutral in the middle with the balance of professional and over professional and less professional. You want to be in a balance. You want to be
I agree.
right there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Being
Yeah.
over professional means you come too early. You know what I mean? Which is good, but you want to be just in time. You know what I mean? Coming on
Mhm.
my show, shit. It's gonna be coming times where I'm gonna be goddamn late. You know what I mean? Shit, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I love to have see when you're having fun, it makes things go faster. You
Yes,
know,
time flies.
it yeah, time flies when you're having fun. You know what I mean? And you're also it's not about trying to play nobody. It's all about how you feel when you're coming off the show. It's all about the smiles that you have. And
Mhm.
that's all that matters. Making somebody laugh. Bright I bet you this brightened your day even more, didn't it?
Of course it did.
I know it did. I know it did. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do, baby. That's what I do because that is what I need. See, the hell's that? But that's because I want that for people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I don't want to see
Good.
people being so
Sad, down.
sad
Mhm.
and miserable.
Yeah.
Come on the show, have some goddamn fun. I'll even give you a time and date when you want to come on. I'll even start the show right in the middle of you wanting to vent. You can come on the show and vent. God damn it, I don't give a fuck. Come on the show and vent. Because that is what I love to do. To see people smiling and to see people happy. That's all that matters to me, you know? So what do you feel in the industry? What do you feel should be done? What do you feel that needs to change in the industry?
I'm so new to it that I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. I'm just.
Well,
I wish I did have because I don't even. If,
well, I
trying to think of
mean,
any.
I mean, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. That's if you can't answer it, that's
Oh no,
fine because
I really don't know. I mean, my whole
I get it.
experience has been just interact with people and learn about what their projects are and reach out to them and put yourself out there and hopefully you both are
Click.
compatible, you drive together and then I can create, but otherwise
Uh
I'm
huh.
not so in there, in the system. Like if I, for example, let's say I was in like we mentioned, we were talking about DC and Marvel characters, right? So
Uh
if I
huh.
worked for like DC or Marvel, I'm sure I'd be able to see more about the industry. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's a different. But I do more covers for indie artists. So people who are just, they're trying to get, they're trying to get their stuff out there, and it's a different feeling. They're excited, I'm excited, so um but yeah, but when it comes to like the industry itself, I wish
Mhm.
I had a better answer. I'm so sorry.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Because that I love honesty. I love your honesty, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Because as long as you're cool, as long as it's all right to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to be.
Yeah.
It's all right to say how you feel. To say that if you don't know, you don't know. God damn it,
Yeah.
shit. I don't give a fuck. If you don't know, you don't know. You know, and that's all that matters. That's cool, because you're gonna be just fine. What I can tell you about the industry is you just be patient with it. Be patient with it. Be
Heck yeah.
yourself, and just enjoy it. You know, there's gonna be
Yeah.
times where the industry is gonna get on your fucking nerves because political reasons, dumbass motherfuckers. But there's gonna be times where you're gonna be happy, and I'm just being honest about it because you should know about
Sure.
it. You should know because you're gonna go through some things that you shouldn't go through, but you're gonna need to go through it because you're gonna a lot of things down the road that you're gonna see. You may come across some people that you may not like, you know what I'm saying? And you may not blend with,
Sure.
and you're going to get your fair share of bumps in this industry. Just like I have, just like any other artist has, writer has.
Yeah.
But as long as you smiling and keeping that beautiful smile on your face, and as long as you're laughing and goofing off, and that's all that matters, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said,
Agree.
nobody can nobody can take nobody can take your happiness away. Nobody
Yep.
can take your smile away if it's genuinely in you, you know? Nobody
And I
can
feel
take
to
that
really
away.
enjoy something, you have to take the good with the bad. There's
Exactly.
always going to be good and bad with everything in the world. So I think if you're good with both of those, then you'll be good.
Exactly. Yeah, see, and that's something that a lot of folks don't when it comes to this show, when it comes to this show, it's going to be remembered as truth and it's honesty. And people who come on the show, who watch the show, I hope that people come off with a smile, come off with happiness, with some happy
Me
from it,
too.
because that's what I come to do. I come to spark a fire up under you. You know what I'm saying? With my energy. The energy that I bring a exciting, goofy ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That goofy. It's just that's just the way I am. And and like going on those other shows, I can tell you it's not fun sometimes. Some of them are not fun. Some of them are. Let's just say that.
I gotcha.
But this show is all about love. It's all about love, and it's all about bringing
Good.
people together, and it's all about talking shit too, in your face style. Damn it. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we come to do. That's what I come to do is bring an in your face style, an in your face gritty type of attitude to the comic book industry. And that is what's not being brought to the industry. That is what most people are afraid of. And that shouldn't be because everybody has their own style to bring to something. Bring something
Yeah.
to the table. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's all that
Mhm.
matters to me. I bring a kick the door in, knock the door down type of attitude to overcome all the odds. And this show is going to be big soon, just like Jarhead going to be big. And when it
Mhm.
when it all blows up, which I know it will, hey,
It will.
oh, I guarantee it will. I know it will, baby. You know what I'm saying? I know it will. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I'm going to do it, and that's the way I've been doing it, and that's the way it's going to be, because that's what I said. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we're running out of time. Ran out of time today
I
with this
know.
show. But what do you have to say to the people? What advice would you give to the people that's coming into businesses like you?
Work. I know that
Work.
sounds like the weirdest thing. It's like if anybody came up to me and said, "What's the best advice you can give me?" I'd be like, "Work." And what I mean by that is, I mean like you constantly have to keep working at art. No one starts off with it looking good. No one in this whole world. And the only way you can get there is just keep going. And you'll never reach like perfection. It'll never happen, and that's okay because you're always going to keep growing, which is what I love about art. But yeah, just keep working and just keep meeting people that share that same interest. You know, help each other. The one thing I love the most about the comic community is it's a community. Like everyone is helping each other. Everyone is rooting for each other. And I love that. It's not like, oh, well, just look at my stuff or just look at that. No, 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 no. It's, I'm happy. I'm going to succeed. You're going to succeed. We're all going to succeed. Let's all work together. It's like a family. And I
Hmm.
love that. I think people, when I think back to like when I was a kid, you're not always taught that. When you go to school or when you're around people or even when even nowadays when I see someone just starting, they don't always think that way. It's like it's not a competition. I always look at art as my art is mine. It's like a fingerprint, just like this other person's art's a fingerprint, and so on and so forth. We should all have the spotlight. We should all be able to get ourselves out there and to root for each other and just stay positive. That's what I like about it. So that's what
You,
my 2 cents would be is just keep working at it. Don't give up. Takes time. Just takes time like anything else in the world. And just enjoy the journey, meet people and just, root for each other. Root for each other. And then you'll succeed. That's really the success.
you damn
Working and
right.
rooting for each other.
You damn right. That's it. What it is, baby. It is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, damn right. Hey, that's what it is. And we're out of time, unfortunately. But
Aw,
what I would like to say to y'all, thank y'all for tuning in
thank you.
to the greatest show on earth. And I'm with my good friend, lovely friend, Ruth Lucas. Everybody. Ruth Lucas, everybody. Ruth Lucas, everybody. A round of
Thank you for
applause.
coming
Oh, yeah.
by. Thank you for having
Well,
me.
you're welcome, love. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because that's what I do, baby. You know. And see, I just want to let y'all know that I love y'all, those who tune in, and to all the haters, get out of the way. Let me shine like always, baby. Like I always do. I make this shit look good every day, all day. Mwah to everybody. And this is the In Your Face show. Bye. Peace.
Bye.